wasn't a great award show. It was a good award show. It was a good Sunday night viewing. Kevin Hart was funny. Chris Brown did his thing. Ross was on stage too many times. Patti LaBelle tribute. That shit was a dope. CeeLo Green came out dressing like her with the hairspray. That shit was hot. The motherfuckers that screwed up that whole Chris Brown Rihanna thing, like that shit was funny, but I felt bad for Shorty because she was backstage like crying crazy. The producers messed that up. That wasn't her. They had these new little iPods or whatever
to read the winners.
Yeah, to read the winners. And the producers wrote the wrong recipient on the thing. Or she was reading what was on that. It seems like she was trying to like make fun or do a joke, but it wasn't her fault. It was the producer's fault. So.
I asked one thing. I want to know whose decision it was to live stream Beyonce's performance.
Why not?
Why not? It's tacky. Award shows, your content should always be original.
But if you want to have like one of the biggest artists involved, you're going to opt out to say no?
No, I think with the times, live streaming is something that
from another festival though.
They're not really in competition.
And it's involving Beyonce on
So, and then, you know, she's at Glastonbury performing, doing all this crazy shit. Regardless if it was live or not, people gonna be like, well, why wasn't Beyonce there? Why didn't y'all live stream her performance? Why didn't y'all incorporate it somehow internet-wise?
Live technology then to do a different performance.
How? On the same night they doing Glastonbury, what else is there to do? She gonna sit there in her dressing room and perform one-on-one? There's people who know nothing about Glastonbury.
Quite a big thing for an artist like Beyonce to be on Glastonbury.
Yeah,
we're showing it to our audience. You guys show it to your audience, rock on.
They could have thought outside the box.
If you was in the award meeting and they say, okay, we have Beyonce performing at Glastonbury, 2 songs. If anyone has any other bright idea, speak now. Go.
Do you remember the Chappelle show? One of the things that I thought was dopest about his show was his live performances were always done in very creative places. So you could take an artist that would normally perform with a live band and backup singers like an Erykah Badu, and instead of seeing that, you see her perform in the passenger seat of a car. It's taking the artist out of their element and showing exactly how dope they are because you show a range. Beyonce is enough of an artist to do that. It doesn't matter where they actually did it. This was an opportunity to think outside the box. We've got her overseas. There's all sorts of places that she could have performed. She will have been off stage for 6 hours. If she's down to do a song, let's figure out a dope way to do it.
To counteract that shit, what I'm saying is, like she was just saying, Beyonce's too big of an artist to do that. You get a new artist who's on the rise, like a Beyonce when she was younger, to do stuff like that. You have a big ass audience who's watching this award show who knows nothing about Glastonbury. But she had everyone say, hello BET. Now you have that entire climate of people totally like abreast of the BET Awards or whatever BET is doing at that current moment.
I probably gotta send a producer out to Europe to produce this.
They had to send somebody to Europe anyway.
There's no reason to send someone out there to press a button and say live stream, and that has nothing to do with the BET performance. Oh, live stream, we're on. Oh, now you go back to the States. Shit, you could have sent me out there.
It highlights how small hip hop have become. It's the same people on stage. They made the successful pool small. It's like 7 rappers, and that's it. Drake, Wayne, Ross.
You're almost tired of watching them.
Yeah, like Ross should lose weight as much as he has to run around. He should be down to an A cup by now, the way he has to keep making.
Fuck a blog, dog. We gonna meet you. Tell you, I hate blogs.
I think it's just as narrow as the radio.
Was she beefing? Clear this up.
Who was beefing?
Free.
Beefing about what?
That people are talking about her ass.
Who the fuck cares about that bitch ass, man? So
Everyone
what? She got a fat ass. So what? You mad? What else you doing? You have a fat ass. You look great. Get over it. It wasn't a naked picture. It was an ass.